To talk about being Muslim in India, the veteran journalist and columnist Saeed Naqvi. He is also Distinguished Fellow at the Observer Research Foundation in New Delhi and the host of an interview program called In Conversation, which is what we're going to do for the next 15 minutes or so. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
Good. Okay. I want to put some numbers up, first of all, because I think some of what we're going to talk about today is going to be a surprise to our viewers. First of all, this from the CIA fact book. Here's the religious breakdown in India. Hindus, of course, more than 80% of the population. Muslims, almost 13.5% of the population. Christians, just over 2. Sikhs, almost 2. Other, 1.8. Indonesia, we know, is the largest Muslim country in the world by population, but India is second, which I think many people do not know. 170 million Muslims in India. More than 1 billion people in India in total, but 170 million are Muslims. And here's the map and an indication by district of where the largest concentrations live. 25% of the population in districts across the north, few pockets in the south. More generally, Muslims are large minorities in districts across India. So just so we get a better understanding of what that map tells us, can you describe generally what Muslim communities in India are like?
Firstly, what we ought to know is that there is no such thing as a monolithic Muslim community.
It's not a homogeneous thing.
I am more comfortable with you here with Steve Bacon in Ontario, Toronto, than I might be with somebody in Ramanathapuram in Tamil Nadu who might be a Muslim.
Why is that?
Why? Because he will speak a language, which is Tamil, which I can't speak. And he will not be able to speak any other language.
Not Urdu, not Hindi?
Not Urdu, not Hindi, not at all. Therefore, you have regional entities. In Kerala, you people will speak Malayalam. They may understand some Hindi because of the wide spread of Hindi, what we call Bollywood, Indian cinema.
Sure.
That has been a great equalizer.
But you and I are going to hit it off because we have English in common.
We have, yes, someone said, I think it was Oscar Wilde, who said about America and Britain, he says, two countries divided by a common language.
Very good. Yes. Now, we know there is a caste system in India, and I wonder how Muslims fit into that picture.
Well, Muslims, in fact, that is part of the syncretic culture of India. That, let me give you a figure which you have, which is not there. Had there been no partition, of the subcontinent,
We're going back to 1947.
Okay. When India became independent and was partitioned on the same day.
Pakistan and
India.
Yeah.
Now, had the partition not taken place, you would have had in the vicinity of 500 million Muslims in subcontinent, that Indian subcontinent area, the larger one, including Sri Lanka, and if you include, say, Afghanistan, then certainly much more than that.
And it would have then been the biggest.
Which would have been more than all of the Arab countries right up to the Maghreb. Had that not happened, you would have had this huge 500 million Muslim as an engine, as a big engine for modernity and moderation. Why would that be so? Because they would grow up in the crucible of a very tolerant crucible of Hinduism.
Okay.